Hey everybody inside the room, welcome back to Salt on the Earth. Last we left off, Rue got some fruits. You could also say there's some very rare fruits happening here, but that would, I'm just not even, what is, okay. Pardon my brain, it's a bit of a failure. Right. From an outsider's perspective, it must look like she's giving me a lesson instead of having a conversation. Because, yes, Rue bought fruit, and Edda came up and asked if she's having a cake, and the professional distance, and all, so on and so forth. Blip, blip, blip. Wow, you really scared her away. Scared? An interesting way to put it. To command with fear is to command without respect, Rue. That is true. Yes. Yep. I mean, some people might respect that, you know, but that's like a particular kind of person, a particular psychological, you know, particular kind of people might respond in that manner to that kind of behavior. But generally, I would think it would be better to not command through fear because, yeah, you want respect, you want loyalty, and there's a lot that goes into that. A lot has to be given in order to receive in return, you know. I very much am a firm believer in respect is a two-way street. It's not something that you're owed, generally speaking. Okay, some exceptions, but I'm not going off on semantics. You know better than this, correct? Fine. So she respectfully moved away from you. Ellipses. You're bold. Why, of course. Nothing to fear, right? Most people would think Edda gets annoyed at being semantically challenged. I'm semantically challenged in one way or another. So, you know, that's a good, actually, a good term for how my brain works. Yeah, I am semantically challenged. Thank you. That's just God. But in truth, she finds it amusing. I hope. It gives me a sense of pride every time I pull off a chuckle from her. And I might be strict, but she isn't unjust. Unless it's because she gives me more leeway. Anyway, it's a dessert drink. It's supposed to revitalize you. I learned this from a friend at work. Can we make it together today? God, I knew the moment I saw that for some reason it just clicked like, you're gonna have trouble saying this, and I don't know why. You just will. Can we make it together today? I think it's the right conjugation of certain fucking consonants, and frankly I'm a bit worn out from doing more cooking after work. Oh, what do you want us to do together instead? Us? Yeah, I'm up to do whatever. We have been getting together almost every lunch. While it's helpful to my skills to use, it must be repetitive for Edda, who is the helm of the kitchen. She gets me a little worried up at times, but she makes it up by being easy on the eyes and by having an enchanting voice that draws me in its endless depth. Oopsies. Perhaps we could do something relaxing. Do tell. You're in luck. I happen to know a few dozen ways two women can relax together. You have my attention. I can't look away from Edda's suggestive smirk. Her lips are so thick and moist. Calm yourself, girl. And it can get as spicy as you want, love. Well, before and after. I am no prude. Oh, I didn't want to read it. I like the pun. I like it. It's shameless. I'm shameless, but it's still, a part of it still hurts. Well, another part of it hurts is that I like it. It's a bit of shame there. Yeah. The silence is deafening. And it shakes her head and motions me to return to work. Did I just render Edda speechless? Something like that. I didn't expect to score twice in one conversation. Have we gotten more comfortable with each other? God almighty. The allure of breathing in fresh air after a long period in the basement doesn't go past me. I could use the time away from the fiery hot kitchen myself, if I'm being honest. Must be why I didn't mind being asked if Edge and him gone before our lunch began. Doesn't take long for the elevator to reach the top of the building. The final steps of the stairs take me out of the sunlit patio. Nimgan is zooming over the balcony with the back against me. The wind from the sea flies ash and smoke towards the inner land. Nimgon? Oh. Nimgon hastily screws a dark cigar into the nearby ashtray. You didn't have to put it away. Why here alone? Morag doesn't like the smell. I can attest to that. Breathing in the tar chars my throat as if I've gone without water for a day or so. Although I'm not sure even a nymph could smell the smoke in Nimgon's glass aquarium. Perhaps Nimgon and the merfolk shared their places in the basement where they could breathe the same air. By the way, honestly, I'm happy for you. Our shell's gonna be tough to crack. She must mean Ed and I. Ever since that misunderstanding with Sakan, neither of us has shied away from flirting in the open. We don't even dismiss our relationship as rumors when asked about it. Is it that simple? Are we together now? You're right. Her show was very tough. Nimgon's knowing gaze drills into me. Instead of feeling exposed, my ears perk up for whatever she has to say next. You have some preservation. I wish I could be 100% sure it went in badly. It was the way I'm thinking that left me barren all those previous years. If you go into something and expect the ending, you'll never be happy. You're a good woman, Rue. Maybe she can help you find the person you couldn't find in yourself. There's a me I can't find myself. Yeah, I mean, limitations we place on ourselves sometimes, you know, the whole being your own worst enemy. Yeah, you can absolutely limit yourself. You can chain yourself to a point or close a door in front of you that you just won't open and you're the only reason you can't, you know, that sort of thing. Metaphors upon metaphors being that you're the reason that you don't progress past a certain point or grow to your full potential or don't utilize your full potential. And I'm saying this as someone who very much suffers from this and has suffered and continues to suffer from. So yeah, It sucks, and even recognizing it doesn't always help. I mean, it can help in seeing it, but it doesn't always alleviate it because you have to take steps to actually make that change. But that change can be hard to make. There it is! Oh, it's back, yes! Give it to me. Take me away! Upon a plateau. You also have the advantage of being a nymph. I can't influence people's attitude towards me if that's what you meant. Right. I meant to say that at least sex won't get stale. The potency of our pheromone is greatly exaggerated in the media. Well, there's evidence that links exposure to nymphs' pheromones and the increase in organs' low sex drive. It only works with frequent physical contact. Anyways, thanks for coming to get me. Every so often Nimgon would be here by herself before lunch. I suspect she wants personal time with the kitchen staff who come for her. You know, they have proof that smoking's not good for you. Thanks for your concern, Rue. You're right. I should know better. I used to be a doctor, after all. Of medicine? Yeah. How did you, rise to power? Rise to power? That's a fun way to put it. You know, at the flood in 1977, year before the big war? A hospital was in the flooded zone near Fenn. To say we were short on staff is an understatement. I don't remember this conversation, so I'm just going to go and read through it anyway, because it's interesting. Every one person who recovered enough to leave, another 5 were hospitalized. The majority weren't happy with the ineffective senior managers, especially after we found out rich folks paid them for preferential treatment. I had no choice but to step in, and it kind of stuck. Well, you definitely have a knack for it. I don't think it's something I can do. To think not only for myself, but for the collective good. Right. Nimgon's smile turns mellow. Her eye gazes far beyond me, the me who stands before her. Leading is like flying an aircraft. You get a better view, but once you fly too high, the people on the ground are no longer visible. It's a fine line to tread. Being too involved and you compromise your personal and professional life. To detach a leader and you might as well not have one. Yeah. Porterhouse and Little Salmon. Hey, Root. Durong salutes when my gaze catches hers. She strides over with her usual business-like gait. That confident, reliable vibe. I can't believe Durong's only in her early 20s. She's the opposite of my anxious and poorly maintained 20s. Durong? Hey, what's going on? Talk about another chronic do-gooder. Nothing. Working all that gunk. You here for me? Can we talk? Even with her no-nonsense look and a commanding voice, Durong is being unusually serious. Sure, what about? Instead of joining me at the table for my meal, she pulls me aside to a quiet corner away from the leering eyes of her listening ears. I didn't mean to, but I just heard you and Ed are dating. This again? Word travels fast around here. Very tight-knit community, apparently, so yes. We've not even slept together, nor have we agreed on exclusivity. I wouldn't use the word dating. I don't believe Ed is sleeping with anyone else, so it would be nice to have some confirmation. I'll get to the point. I don't think it's a good idea to be around her. Okay. This is the second person from our little group here that's done this. That's... Alright. I'm a little worried. But that's my typical mental state, so that's... You know, let's say that I'm further worried than before. Durong collects her thought with a long sigh. For context, she was only here for a year or so before she took over our long-term veteran Dinba. Dinba used to be the head chef? Yeah, not just Dinba. 2 other department managers have been replaced since she came to stay here. And now half of them are her friends. Maybe she's just super efficient, super qualified? I don't... Trying to think positively here, you know. Whatever she needs you for, I don't think it's in your interest. I can see the reasoning behind it. While structural change is normal, it strikes me as odd to have a high turnover rate in a long-standing community such as this. Durong, are you not thinking too much? It's normal to be promoted, right? The board of management might have been involved. Could all be a big coincidence. Correlation doesn't imply causation. Exactly, yeah. Plus, similar people bond together. In a close-knit community, it makes sense for the leaders to get to know each other. How to put this? You don't have to baby me. I don't hang around her because of her rank. She hasn't nothing to gain from me either. That's not what I'm trying to do. It does feel like that, my apologies. While I appreciate her looking out for me, it would be nice if she could treat me like I'm capable of self-care. But, if you need something, she can ask me. Oh boy. Edda's low voice is surly, interrupting Durong mid-sentence. Well, isn't this an interesting situation? Edda? She secures the possessive arm around me. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay, this is, awkward, perhaps a little tense. Definitely that didn't you... Huh. Okay. Yeah, just, you know how to set a scene, writers. Give you that. Good job. Whew. How nice of you to grace with your presence. Is that thinly veiled? I couldn't think of the right adjective, so I'm just going with that and just leave it as a blank. Because I'm going to keep too long trying to find a word that I should already know, but I don't for some fucking reason. She speaks, her voice calmer. Edda presses against my back, and I can feel the rise and fall of her chest. The shading looks like a barcode. I don't know why that... You have drawn the attention of the room. Yeah, you don't say. When I look to query, she's pointing at the 2 women, mouthing a what? Sakan shakes the head while making an abort sign with her crossed forearms. Now, do you have any other concerns for my woman? Oh! And there we have it! Wow, just straight out, my woman. Okay, damn. Edda's mouth splits into a mocking smile. Her muscles betray her aloof demeanor, tightening her arm around her arm every time Durong so much as twitches. And it feels good. It feels so good to be wanted by Edda. No. She was just about to leave. Right, Durong? I held Durong's hand and squeezed it, knowing her she won't escalate. Oh, I didn't even notice she was holding... Because of the fucking thing. Yeah, I didn't even notice. She's actually holding her hand. Huh. I held Durong's hand and squeezed it, knowing her she won't escalate. I hope I'm right. Durong is deflated after seeing me shake my head. Her shoulders lose the tension she has been putting up since Edda's interruption. She glances back once more before leaving for Kree's table. She was saying something about being deployed this weekend. I wonder if her limited time was what drove her to talk to me now instead of leaving it for tonight. Is that your table over there? The pile of meat on the table is unmistakably mine. Yeah. My hunger has waned. A sinking feeling replaced it instead. Come and sit. I'll get a fresh plate for you. Huh? There's no need for that. It should still be fine to eat. I'll sit with you then, okay? It must have been all the unwanted drama and benumbed hunger, because right in this moment, Edda's carrying voice causes my heart to flutter. I can get used to this feeling. Of course. Edda's hand is on my back, guiding me back to my table, until I'm seated before she moves to sit across from me. A few cooks get up and fill our table without a word. Even Oren finds a seat at the next table while rolling her eyes. Oh, piss off.
Sparks kindle new flames.
Shush! Shush! What are you? Pinterest. Fuck off. No! The table Doron and Query are sitting at is cleared out within minutes, leaving just the two women by themselves. Everyone is masterful at acting like nothing just happened, eating and chatting about all sorts of topics. Acting like nothing happened, apart from everyone moving around and shifting positions quite noticeably in the wake of that, what's a good word? What's debacle? No, that thing. And you know what? I'm gonna end this here. I'm gonna call this episode here. I just need to breathe it for a second, cause oh, I like this. I like this a lot. This game is too good. Oh. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.